Today is September the 21st, and I wanted to do a little update. Yesterday, on my way home I think I went and picked my kids up, picked Paisley up from my mother-in-law's. I had all three of my kids with me, and Paige got a treat bag from my mother-in-law's house from a birthday party from last weekend, and she found a Tootsie Roll, which just so happens to be one of my favorite candies. And she said, "Here, Mom," she said, "I want you to have this." And they know I've had surgery, and they know that I'm, can only eat certain things, but she's only 5, so it hasn't really registered in her brain yet, everything. My 8-year-old, he understands a little bit more. But she said, "Here, Mom," she said, "I want you to eat this with me." She had one, and she wanted me to eat one with her. She said, "I know this is your favorite candy." She said, "So here, I want you to eat this." I'm like, "Oh, thank you, sweetie." So I didn't eat it. I wanted to, but I didn't eat it. I just put it in my car, save it for a rainy day. But she's so sweet. Maybe I'll put it up a year from now, look at it and remember her little thing, because she's not always this sweet. She can be a little butt sometimes. But I just had to come on here and do that little update because I thought y'all should know, because it's hard. Temptation is so hard. There's been so many things I wanted and didn't eat, which normally I would always eat anything. My husband went and got me a little thing of broccoli and cheese, and he came out with like this breaded fish and this big gigantic roe, and I looked in it and I'm like, "Oh my God, honey, this is so unhealthy." Who would ever say that? I would never say that. I would never say something like that. That's something that if I look back last year sometime, before I started this entire process, I would have ate it, and I wouldn't have thought second about it, which has got me to my weight I was before. And I don't know if I've mentioned this or not before, but here's a little update about myself that I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if I've mentioned it before or not, but when I was 10, I got type 1 diabetes, and I was always overweight. And so when I got type 1 diabetes, I lost 70 pounds, I think it was. And when I lost all that weight, I ended up being like 90 pounds. I think I dropped down to 92 pounds altogether. I was super, super skinny. I mean, I was like almost sick. I was sick. I just got type 1 diabetes at 10, but I looked really sick. Physically, or I was already mentally sick. Being so young, having to go through all that shots and everything. But I told myself then, after I started putting on some weight back to where I didn't look so bad, I said, me and my mom, I remember this so well. I think at that time I was maybe 11 or 12. And I told my mom, I said, "Mom," I said, "I never want to get this big again," because at that time I think I was in maybe a size 16 in little girls. When I was originally, when I was big, I was a size 16 in women's. And then when I dropped down to all the weight, I was like a 14 to 16 in little girls. I was super skinny. And I remember going through all them clothes, and I said, "Mom," I said, "I never want to get this big again." And life happened. I had kids. I got married. I got more health issues. So, I mean, things change. But, so things do change, and a lot of it was my fault. I turned to food for a lot of things. I didn't. What? I shouldn't have, and I did, and I knew better. I knew, because my mom was so strict with what I ate. What I ate, when I ate. I mean, I have charts and logs, and I mean, all of my numbers and everything from what my sugars was wrote down in my closet from the time that I was 10 years old, from the time that I got pregnant, which I was 17 when I got pregnant, so I was young. I was 16 when I got pregnant. I had him when I was 17. But, and then I ended up moving out when I was 17, so I mean, didn't have my mom to tell me what I could eat. I started doing everything on my own, and that's when I started gaining weight. So things do change, but I'm trying to better myself, and I always say that not only am I doing it for myself, I'm doing it for my kids too, because I don't want my kids to go down the road what I am. I don't want my kids to get as big as I am. I just don't want that for them, because I'm unhealthy. I mean, I've always been active. I mean, still yet being 300 pounds, I was active. I mean, I was able to run. Me and my husband ran a 5K. It was for diabetes. Ran a 5K. And I was, at that time, I think I was like 270 pounds when I ran that. So I've always been active. I always played softball. I've always rode horses. But I was still unhealthy, especially being a type 1 diabetic. I mean, that wasn't healthy on my organs. That wasn't healthy on my heart, because I have heart problems. So, and I don't want my kids to go down that road either. But anyway, I just wanted to hop on here and give you a little update about the little Tootsie Roll, because I thought that was so sweet of my daughter, because she's sweet. She's sweet like that sometimes. Sweet as a Tootsie Roll. But anyway, I'll see y'all later. Bye.